itch.io is like the indie game dollar DVD bin, where you can find really good, fun, and creative indie games on one page, and on the next you find this. So, I've decided to check out the horror category and provide you, my dear viewer, with the vital signs of the spooky, scary, Unity engine-powered treasure trove of games in a brief, I don't know how long this video is going to take, or less. First up on our list is a game called Pretend It's Not There. As the title suggests, the point of the game is to pretend that this guy isn't there. The game opens with you, a young boy on his way home from school being followed by a monster. Upon arriving at your house, it's revealed that you are followed inside, and you have to, instead of, I don't know, calling the cops or whatever, sensible people things, you have to do your nightly chores while avoiding the monster. You have to heat pizza in the microwave, do your homework, and put your toys away, all while trying to avoid eye contact with the Twitcher from FPS Creator? Which is easier said than done. Oh my god! Okay. Upon finishing your chores, you hear a knock at the front door. After that's done with, you're put back in the starting area, now focused on this guy. Your character sneaks up behind him, asks if he can see you, and the game ends. The character sneaks up but fuck. You have to do your nightly chores to avoid eye contact with a Twitter from FPS Creator, Twitter. It's next on our list is Ptolomea?
Ptolomea.
That. This game, I'm actually not too sure. I don't know what's happening. You walk, and that's it. It's like PT, but not. You walk through the same hallway a couple times, some hijinks occur, and the game ends. I'm sure there's more to the game, but I just don't get it. Your main antagonist is this guy. He appears sometimes. I think he's the one who's writing these books? I don't know. There's also these newspaper, which I think tell the story that explains the context of the situation, but 90% of it is up for interpretation, so I'm not sure. The game ends with you walking through a forest, and then you die. Maybe it's because I was facing the other way, but I'm not too sure what happened. Ptolomea? Ptolomea. Is the P silent? Next we have a game titled Krusty Proto. Now this game is best described not with words, but a sound. Let me get one thing straight. I love this fucking game. It's so goofy, I love all the silly antics. It starts with you and your friends escaping a horde of zombies into a shop where, after fumbling with the controls for a minute, you enter the back room, only to come back and see all your friends are dead. You leave through the back door and see... yeah. You take his gun and head to a neighboring building where things start going horrendously wrong, at least more so than they were before. You get error message after error message, enemies not loading, navigation randomly breaking, animations not processing, until eventually the game does start working, and you're viciously... oh. Never mind. You get in the car and... no? After crashing into a building, you're teleported to the end room. Yeah, you did it! And this happens. Keeping up with the style of clunky controls and awkward, jarring camera angles native to the early PlayStation games, we have Dr. Payne. Aside from having the most metal name I've ever heard in the entire medical field, Dr. Payne is a game about Dr. Payne. I'll be here all week, folks. You play as this guy, heading in for a dentist appointment with Dr. Payne. The receptionist tells you that he's in room 606, so after an excruciatingly long elevator ride made only marginally less painful by the silly lights and jazzy music, you arrive on floor 6 and pay him a visit. You sit in the chair and are administered a dose of anesthesia that was apparently really painful, and it causes you to pass out. After having some odd Doom intro-esque dreams, you wake up to this. Not at all concerned, you decided to priority to go wash your face before worrying about anything else. Only when you enter the bathroom you think to yourself, oh shit, this might be bad, and you escape into the vents. You come out in a locker room inhabited by this gentleman. He doesn't do a lot, but he's good company. You grab a pair of kitchen tongs, grab a key out of this drain, and die because you tried to power walk away from Dr. Payne. I said Dr. Payne like 6 times. I wrote Dr. Payne 6 times in this script, read it over, and decided that this was a good idea. This is just the necessary transition between the main video and the outro. Subscribe. It'd be super cool.